tell us about Promerica. Who is Promerica? Who was it founded by?
To me, that's a more inspiring story than myself. The founder of the bank, one of the main founders, her name is Maria Contreras Sweet. The way I found out about the bank was through the Hispanic Chamber of Commerce. They invited me to an event where there was a group of investors trying to raise capital to create the first Hispanic, mostly Mexican bank in California in the last 35 years. So we were at the California Club in downtown LA. That meeting, that location it used to be the Caucasian club, for Caucasian Bankers Club, male, for many, many, many years. Mm-hmm. So like Maria Contreras was addressing the crowd, and she was saying, this is the first time in the history of the club that 200 Hispanics are here talking about building a bank, and in Espanol.
Right.
And she was saying, well, that was one of the aspects of the speech. The other point was when she introduced herself. She said that she was born in Guadalajara, Jalisco, single mom. I mean, her mom was a single mother, brought the family to California many years ago. And the mom from Mexico, her dream was, well, I will go to the States to help my family improve. Mm-hmm. And I would like to have my daughter become a secretary. That was the dream.
Right. So secretary was the goal.
The goal.
That was
secretary in office.
You've accomplished. Not saying that secretaries. I mean,
secretaries. No, not derogatory.
But that was the
ambition.
Right.
But her ambition, and she really accomplished it by becoming the secretary of the state of California, managing the Office of Energy, Business, and Transportation, which is the largest office of the state for 6 years under Governor Gray Davis. So that office supervises, for example, Caltrans, which is a large department, supervises the DFI, which is the Department of Financial Institutions. Any bank that operates in California reports to the DFI, and DFI reports to her. So for 6 years she was in office, and she looked around, and they saw that there was 5 or 10 banks opening every year. But none of those banks were Hispanics. All those banks are any ethnic group that you want to name.
Right.
And when she left office, she said, well, the marketplace right now in California is a Hispanic. We must have a bank. And she got together with 25 investors, put together the initial money. When they got the approval in May 2006 to build the bank, to open the bank. Mm-hmm. And between May, she got 6 months to raise $30 million to capitalize the bank. And she was able to raise over $30 million in less than 5 weeks.
In 5 weeks?
5 weeks. And actually came more money than what she was asking.
Wow.
And the reason is that the need for a financial institution like this in the marketplace was long time needed. And when people saw, they really wanted to be part. And one of the restrictions for any person who wanted to invest at the bank was nobody can have more than 5% ownership.
Okay.
So it's a double challenge. Raise the money and restrict the level of participation. You can have 1 or 2 people come in with most of the capital. Right. But here you're restricting it. And she succeeded in 5 weeks. We have right now over 450 investors. 90% of those are Hispanics.
Okay.
So when I saw the model, the first truly Latino bank, community bank, focusing on small businesses, there was nothing to think about it.
No brainer, huh?
No brainer. They offered me the opportunity to be part of the bank, to manage the small business lending area, and here we are.
Wow. Well, that's an amazing story. So where does Promerica want to be? I mean, they've been open 2 years, correct?
A year and a half.
I'm sorry.
We opened November 7, 06.
It would have been 2 years if they would have taken 6 months to raise that, right? So they've been open a year and a half. Where do you see being a part of Promerica? Where do you see them, or where perhaps do they see themselves in 5 years?
We see ourselves with more branches, but that's the branch. The branch. We have one branch right now in downtown LA. Logistically, we cannot open branches in San Francisco or San Diego because we need to cover, or we need to be close to each other.
Right.
So physically, we're going to be located around Los Angeles County. But we were planning to open loan production offices in different markets in the country. So the loan production office in Chicago, San Francisco, those markets where we have the largest concentration of Hispanic.
Okay.
Because our focus, our bank is business banking. We offer full service, the cash management, credit cards, whatever the bank needs and the owner of the bank of the business needs. We have those products. But the core is business financing. So we know that the blood of any small business is capital, and that's our focus.
Right, and that's where you come into play like nothing before. And I think that's important, especially for our viewers to appreciate, whether they be individuals that are finishing college, looking to, again, the business model, and then where are they going to go? Now, are you limited just to do business at this point in California?
No, we're doing business nationwide. Right now, we're closing a transaction for a party supply store. The Latino owners looking at the Latino market in Texas.
Texas, okay.
They find out about the bank and through the internet, communications. If you have a local branch, normally you go there when you have a problem.
Right.
You don't go there because you want to see the banker.
Right.
So most transactions are conducted online, by the phone, by fax, and that's enough. So we can go nationwide on small businesses.
So that's one of the, because we talk a lot about the internet and the use of it, being able to communicate in this way allows Latino graduate to be able to go nationwide, and you're using it in the same way.
Yeah, I know. Then I have a camera on my desktop, and if somebody has a video camera on the other end, we can even talk and see each other over the internet. I mean, there is no limit.
Well, good.
But the technology is one of the assets that we have at the bank. We're a new bank. We open the bank with the latest technology. So that's the same technology that we can offer to the small businesses.
Fantastic. Well, hey, it was a pleasure having you on to the show.
My pleasure
Thank you
to be here.
so very much. And we'll put some information on, do you want to give us your information?
Yes, we're in downtown Los Angeles, in the corner of Figueroa and 9th Street. And our phone number is 213-787-2809.
That was good for on the fly.
Yeah.
You didn't even have that written down. Okay, well, thank you again for coming on to the show. We'll have all of that posted on our website, or if you have any other questions, feel free to email us or visit us on MySpace, myspace.com/Latino Graduate. This is Aaron Sanchez again saying thank you for watching and have a great day.